Hello everyone, welcome back to the Geek Blend. I'm Jeff.
And I'm Jason.
And welcome back to another episode of the Cantina. Today we actually have one of our favorite breweries, Duclaw.
Yes.
This is one of their Pastryarchy series. It's their dessert line, I guess you could say.
Yeah. Their ever-growing library of this, I don't know, I want to call it brand, but style. We keep finding more and more of them.
Yeah.
So, yeah, pretty excited just to see exactly what a Belgian waffle cone actually can translate into a beer for. But, yeah, I don't know what else really there is to say about it.
It is an Imperial Belgian Brown Ale. This is not a stout.
No.
It's an ale with Belgian candied sugar, ground vanilla bean, lactose, and salt. It is 8.5% alcohol by volume, though.
This is why I like this line, though.
Yeah.
For it being as sweet as it, as most of them are, they still have quite a punch for as far as the ABV.
Oh,
so I'm pretty stoked about it. I know it's not going to pour too heavy like a stout would, so hopefully it won't sit in my stomach as heavy as a stout. Because we were just discussing that neither one of us hardly have anything in our stomachs right now, so this could make for an interesting day of recording.
Correct. After the third one, you'll probably notice on the third video that you were like, hey, those guys are having
the drool's literally just dripping from my mouth, and I can't enunciate words properly. But
not that happened last time, I think.
Yeah.
For me.
Yeah.
So this is a scrumptious Belgian waffle will permeate your senses with sweet malty aromas and confection-like flavors of Tahitian vanilla bean, lactose, and a touch of savory salt.
It's my favorite kind of vanilla bean. It isn't good unless it comes from Tahiti.
With a medium to full body and a smooth finish, that Pastryarchy Belgian Waffle Cone Imperial Belgian Brown Ale may just have you drinking dessert for breakfast or breakfast for dessert.
I
like what you did there, Duclaw.
Yeah, there you go.
But let's
got me day drinking.
I'm ready to.
Technically,
day drinking.
Not really day drinking. I mean, we're in that. We've already peaked in the evening. It's just early evening, but
guess first, of course. You actually got a new one from this line today.
Yeah.
That I'm also excited
I'm super stoked, but it wasn't. I bought it warm. I don't know when they got it. I just know that their delivery days are on Thursday. And I just happened to stop by there just to see if there was anything. And I did find another one. I don't think I
wouldn't spoil it.
I'm not going to spoil it. We won't spoil it. I'm stoked to drink it. That's all I can say.
You guys have no idea how many beers we have to review.
Yeah, it's silly.
We still have as of this date we're recording, we still have 12 pumpkin beers to review. Actually, not. I don't think 12, maybe 10.
Maybe.
But then regular beers, I think there's at least 20.
A lot of IPAs came out of nowhere.
Yes. Yeah.
At least I don't know how new they are as far as we try to keep up on things as far as release wise, but it's so hard now with as many breweries are coming, just popping up out of everywhere, and unless your local distributors pick them up, I mean, it's really hard for you to get your hands on a lot of them.
Yeah.
Unless you are shopping online with like the app we've discussed before, Craft Beer Kings. Mm-hmm. We were just kind of cruising through that app right before we started our recording. There's just so much out there. It's impossible to keep up.
It's a never-ending cycle.
It's a never-ending cycle. Exactly. We're probably not even maybe a few weeks away from we're going to start hitting winter lagers and God knows what else. That's when you start hitting your more heavier beers, stouts. People love to do those things, but this right here, I love this dessert line. It's going to be great. I'm going to shut the fuck up and, It
actually smells like what it says
it's
supposed to be, yeah.
Yeah. It really does.
Yeah.
I can actually, it almost smells salty.
Yeah, it does say it's got the salt in there, I guess.
Isn't that weird?
I think the cone does, waffle cones
weird.
have salt on? They're probably in there, probably salt in them.
Somewhere. Shit, dude, we're not pastry chefs. I don't fucking know.
Oui. Cheers.
Bonjour.
My taste buds are trying to figure out because the thing that stick out the most is actually the salt.
I was gonna say, I'm immediately getting when you shake salt down into your beer, I get that kind of tastes almost like a very caramelized burn type flavor. Yeah. Like it has that bit. It. Honestly, I thought this was going to be way sweeter than what I anticipated.
It's got the bitterness like a brown ale.
It's a very bitter beer for what it's supposed to be, but it almost tastes like like a smoky, burnt type flavor, but with then the salt.
Yeah,
it's weird. That's like
I don't get a lot of sweetness with it.
No, if somebody was to cover this up and basically
it's dark,
pour that for me and ask me to guess what that's supposed to taste like on it, I would never.
Absolutely, I would never say it was that. No.
Million tries would I would ever come up with that. I would probably say burnt pretzel.
I was going to say that. Yeah,
like a toasted pretzel or something.
Maybe like a sweet pretzel, like one of those sweeter dessert pretzels with salt on them.
Yeah, from like Annie Mae's or whatever that place is called. Yeah,
or Ben's Pretzels too has some of that stuff. But yeah, I don't.
It's not
bad, but it's not what it doesn't taste like what they say it's going to taste like. This is
seeing now like my excitement level just like shot
for the other one.
Yeah, for the next one.
I know,
because like it's one of my favorite desserts like ever. Like I'm not a big dessert eater, but like this is one of those things where like if you put a bowl of these in front of me or in the kitchen,
going,
I'm gonna walk by and eat a handful every time. So with that being said, I'm really hoping. I'm still going to try to keep my hopes up high for that beer, but this one, I can't say. I'm not going to say I don't like it. I'm just going to say that I'm not getting anything what this beer's telling me. That's the thing. Like we can always judge on it and critique these beers in so many different ways, but like I feel when we're doing an honest review about something, we're going to honestly tell you what we think as far as like, would we drink it again? But my big concern is like, are you giving us what you're selling us?
Yeah, that's always.
That's the biggest point always in my mind. What do they say? What's that saying? Don't blow wind up my ass and tell me don't blow smoke up my ass or something. I don't know.
I don't know what it's. I don't know what it is. I know
it's just one of those things where like, don't tell me I'm supposed to taste this.
Don't piss in my face and tell me it's raining.
Yeah, there you go.
Something like that.
Don't piss in my face and tell me it's raining.
Trademark.
I like that one a lot better than mine. That's exactly what the point I was trying to make, as so elegantly put by Jeff over here. Yeah, don't piss in my face and tell me it's raining. Don't tell me I'm tasting waffle cones when I don't taste waffle cones. I mean, I really don't. This to me is a great nutty kind of like charred dark ale that I've had. I've had numerous ones like that before. But I'm not getting any, honestly, and still right now with this sitting in my mouth, I don't have any sweetness. It's almost like a bitterness that just doesn't go away.
It's like
when you eat pretzels when you're drinking beer because they complement each other so well, and then you got the salt, but you always have that like kind of weird burnt flavor that those pretzels sometimes give you. That's what I'm kind of just getting. That's just sitting there in my tongue. I don't know. It's weird. It's really weird. But yeah, unfortunately, like I don't get what you're selling me at all.
I was actually really excited for this one.
Yeah.
I remember I think it was either their Facebook or their Instagram teased this a while back, and I sent you the picture of it.
Yeah.
And then I found this up northern Indiana, when we went up to visit her family, and I found it at that liquor store up there that had all that great stuff. And I saw them like getting it. I almost bought a 4-pack of it. I was this close. I'm glad I didn't. I'm really glad I did not.
Yeah, it's I guess I must have blocked out when you said lactose, because now I see why that's sitting on my tongue so long.
Yeah, it's the lactose.
It's the lactose. Because I was sitting there wondering, I was like, why in the hell is this flavor just, it's like resting in the back of my throat? It's the lactose. I always get that. Permeate your senses with this sweet malty.
The sweet goes away so quickly, though.
You the get malty, it for a second. That's the key word right there. Like, that should be in all caps.
Yeah.
Highlighted, double bold, underline. Like, malty is the exact flavor, taste, like that's exactly what I'm getting from this. It's just a very, very malty, dark beer.
It is.
I mean, I do like the fact that it's not a stout, so it's not sitting heavily in my stomach. Too.
It's just
great artwork.
I like the Pastryarchy series because it does catch your eye.
Yeah,
and you're like, hey, what's that?
Yeah,
what are you selling me now? I'll take 2 of those. But
Duclaw does great.
They do.
Great shit.
One of our favorite breweries. We've talked about that multiple times because their sour me series is like fucking second to none in the sour game.
Amazing.
It's
amazing.
So good. And we actually have one of those waiting in the fridge to try too. So that might be one of the ones you see next. We're not sure. Yeah. There's so much stuff we got to try. We're like, what do we want to try first? I don't know. What's this? But this one, it's ridiculous. This one stared at us last week quite a bit. Yeah. And we were like, So
yeah, this is good. I mean, it's a good beer, but yeah, unfortunately, I mean, like I said, if this is one of the beers that I see on the shelf that I'm buying, and that's what I'm supposed to taste, I don't personally get it. Now, he might say, I mean, Jeff's saying he doesn't taste it either, but maybe somebody down the road, hell, somebody in their brewery when they decided to can this had to have tasted what they're saying that this beer tastes like. Now, I don't have some classically trained palate that I can literally be able to
notes of pencil shavings and
a hobo's toenail.
One of my favorite things is when April and Andy went to the wine tasting on Parks and Rec.
I'm getting notes of dried robin's blood, old dirty cashews, and just a hint of a robot's bathwater.
And the guy's like, "That's wrong." She's like, "I don't think it is."
Have you ever used super glue as an adhesive? That's what I was kind of getting in the back of my throat.
Yeah.
When you try to keep a cut from opening back up,
it's just like if you put it in your mouth and you swish around a little bit.
That's what she said.
You get a little bit of the sweet malty, but immediately that salt comes out of nowhere and takes away the sweetness.
That's all I'm getting.
And then you get that.
I just keep getting salt.
That bitter. It comes in with that bitterness at the end, just like a brown ale. I did the Dogfish Head Pumpkin Ale, one that you told me was so good, and everybody always raises like one of their top beers.
Yeah.
And I always forget that a brown ale, like a traditional brown ale, is that was originally brewed. It has bitterness at the end, and that had bitterness at the end of it. I wasn't expecting.
Yeah.
But it worked with the flavor that you get from that. To be honest, I don't think the bitterness goes with this that well.
No.
It's too bitter at the end, and then that lactose, man, I'm getting that. It's just sitting. It won't leave.
It's bad whenever I would honestly, like if I had to drink just a brown ale, I would drink a honey brown over this.
Yeah.
That's pretty bad. I mean, no knock on honey brown. Honey brown's a great beer.
Yeah.
But like it's one of those, it's kind of getting up there to like the status of, like Sam Adams and all that shit where.
Or Newcastle brown ale.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Newcastle brown ale is phenomenal.
That stuff too.
Excuse me. Good Lord. There's a walnut brown ale that is really, really good. Man, it's going to drive me nuts because I know normally I don't pull my phone out here to
That's fine.
research.
There was a pecan one at
That's what I'm
Wine
thinking
Tree
of.
I saw the other day.
It's a pecan brown ale.
Yeah. I almost bought it actually, to be honest, because I'm a pecan guy.
And this is what?
Oh, it's fucking. Is it Southern Tier?
Southern Tier does one, but that isn't originally the original one that I had people constantly asking me for when I worked in the beer business. Yeah, Southern Pecan.
Oh, it's
by Lazy Magnolia.
Oh yeah, that's
this beer right here.
I'll put it on the screen.
Yeah, he'll throw it up on the screen. This was the kind of brown beer amazing. That man, I remember when pecans. It came out and people were trying it tasted like smoked pecans. It was unreal. People were losing their minds over it.
It happens every now and then with a beer. Like you're like, oh my god, I gotta have that.
Yeah, I remember putting that shit on the shelf and it was gone. I mean, this was just in grocery too. I mean, normally I don't think I ever really got to see a lot of beer, just fly off the shelf in grocery, other than a few 3-foot things here and there, just for the area. But yeah, brown ales they're a different animal, just because they can be so bitter because of the maltiness. But yeah, that pecan one was phenomenal. But yeah, unfortunately, like I said, I would give this beer a thumbs down. just from my personal preference.
The reason I would too is because it's not what it's telling me it's supposed to be.
Right.
That's the only reason.
Yeah.
If somebody handed me a glass of this and like, hey, you guys want to drink one of these? I'm like, yeah, I'll be sure. It's just I think the salt is too much.
Yeah.
It can lactose is too much to be honest.
The lactose is definitely it keeps that flavor hanging in the back of your throat.
I think it just kind of like takes over for some of the things that are supposed to be in here because we're supposed to get that Tahitian vanilla, which I get a tiny bit at the very beginning, but that like bitterness with the salt comes in so quickly that you can't even enjoy it.
It's so masked, like when you put vanilla in a lot of other recipes. I didn't realize how much vanilla was actually in so many things when you actually break down and read recipes of so many things that people bake and cook, and you see put a tablespoon of vanilla extract and you're like, what the hell, vanilla extract is in this? It must be like an enhancer, I guess. I don't know. Like, once again, we're not classically trained chefs here, or we don't know what.
I can make good ramen noodles.
Yeah.
No, I can make
boil that shit.
I can follow recipes, but I'm not a cook.
Yeah, exactly.
I hate cooking.
That's how I am.
I fucking hate cooking.
Yeah. So unfortunately, man, it hurts my heart to have to do it, but with it being from Duclaw,
it hurts. It's unfortunate we have to do that because we both really love Duclaw.
Yeah.
And like I said, if you're not telling me this is that beer and that you're telling me this is like a nice nutty brown ale, I'd be like, yeah, cool, that's good. Mm-hmm. But you're telling me that it's supposed to taste like a Belgian waffle cone, and it doesn't.
No.
It's unfortunate because, like I said, I love Duclaw, and they do make some good IPAs as well. Besides their Pastryarchy series, they have their Sour Me series, and they're still up there. Because their Sour Me series is hard to beat.
Oh,
that's why they're going to be up there
every
for
bit
a while.
Of it. Every bit of it. At least in our hearts.
We still love you, Duclaw, even though we gave this a thumbs down because it's not a Belgian waffle cone and we can't taste it. We still love you.
I'm still excited to drink.
Oh, me too.
The other one.
When you pulled it out of the thing, I was like, oh fuck, that's.
I know, man.
They made that for me. They're like, he liked that.
Oh, I'm pretty excited.
Can't wait.
Yeah,
can't wait. But we appreciate you guys watching this episode of the Cantina.
Yes.
Even though sometimes when we don't like these beers, we still enjoy doing them. I mean, it's fun to kind of taste different beers and have a good time with it. And, but yeah, I'm not sure if this is on Craft Beer Kings. If it is, I'll leave a link below for that. I'm always going to leave a link in these Cantina episodes, if I remember, for the Craft Beer Kings app and website, because they do, if you can't find stuff where you live that we might review, there's been some things on there that we've reviewed that they're actually on that website. Mm-hmm. Also, if you're looking for something specific, we said it before, talk to your local liquor store and they'll talk to their distributors and see if they can find it. So if there's one of these let's say you want to try that, you're like, they might say that, but I still want to try it. Yeah, just be like, hey, can you guys get Duclaw Brewing? Can you get this? Can you get that? And they'll let you know, or they'll take down your number and they'll contact the distributor and they'll let you know. So it's always to go talk to your local liquor store and see if they can find something for you. They will do their best to do. They want your business. So if they're a well-run liquor store, they will definitely do their best to try to find it for you. We have quite a few of those around here that do that. So yeah. But we appreciate you guys watching. Yeah. Thanks for being here on this episode of the Cantina. Even though, like I said, we didn't like it, we still had a good time. Leave a like on the video. It really does help us out. And if you're new to the channel and you do like what you see, hit that subscribe button for more. And also hit the bell for notifications. So when we do update all our new videos, you guys will get the notifications so you can check them out. And links in the description for our social media, our Patreon, and our Discord. Our Discord continues to grow every week. In fact, it's growing again this week with more memes. Meme community continues to grow all the time over there. It's insane. It's massively insane.
It's actually nuts.
It is.
There's some days where like my phone just.
I know. I'm like, oh my god, this Discord memes aplenty. And then
what is going on?
Yeah, we got a couple new memers in there. It's been some great stuff.
Yeah.
And of course, our Patreon is down there. If you guys want to help support the channel, you can do it for as little as $1 a month, and you do get Discord roles for your Patreon. So if you become a patron, you get specific roles in the Discord. Like if we do like after a show stuff in there, like on the Discord, you guys can join and talk to us for a bit. We haven't done those yet, but we're planning on doing that for the Raging Geek Jedi show, and then probably do that for the Cantina sometimes. But yeah, definitely check that out. We'd appreciate it. And to all our current patrons, we want to say thank you to you guys. You guys are awesome, and thank you all for support and everything you do for the channel.
Thank you.
We will see you guys in the next video. I'm Jeff.
And I am Jason.
And this is the Geek Blend, and if you geek about it,
we will speak about it.
That's right. See you guys next time.
All right.